wanted to make a short video that just talks you through how to do the homework questions. I kind of made these myself, and so one of the problems, of course, would be is that it's not as like super fancy as like those publishers' websites where like the graphics are fancy and you get like hundreds of practice questions and things like that. I wanted to keep the course less expensive for everyone, and so I basically made practice questions on my own and graded questions and put them into Canvas. And essentially, what I wanted to do is, practice questions. I know some people don't like to do them, some people do. I don't. You are free to do them if you want to. If you do them all, I'll give you at least something for it. Like in this case, you can see for chapter 2, you'd get a single point. Is it much? No, not really. But if you're doing it anyway, I guess it doesn't really harm you. If you don't do it, it's extra credit and it's not very much. So there's really no harm at all either. But if you're doing it anyway, at least you're getting something out of it. So let's look at for each of these. I just want to talk about the settings because that'll help you kind of do it. Um, so in this case here, what you can see is that they're all due kind of at that like each like the part 1, the part 2, the part 3 deadline. For the practice questions, so we're starting with practice. There's no time limit. You can do this as many times as you want, and it'll keep your highest score. So, like I said, each of the questions will have a minor number of points, but it's not much because the entire assignment, which has, I think, if my memory serves me right, 10 questions, is only worth 1 point total. So that would mean that each question is worth 0.1 of a point. Not much, but it'll keep your highest score. You can view your responses. So let's kind of show you how this would look here. Right, so you see each of these kinds of questions here. Let's see here. Can I look at it like you would see it? Yeah. So it's called a quiz, but it's not really. It's Canvas being Canvas. Okay, so let's see here. I'm just going to answer A for everything here. And so you can see it's giving you a single question on each page. I just set it up that way because it helps you kind of organize things. And there we got some graphs here. I'm just answering A for everything. The idea is that not everything is going to be A. Sorry, just bear with me here. You can kind of see on the side here, it's tracking my progress here. Okay, and then I'm going to submit the quiz. So the idea here is that it's not going to tell you what the correct answer is, but it is going to tell you your score. And you're going to see which questions you got incorrect. So now you know it's not letter A. So then the idea is that you would take the quiz again and you would then pick your second choice, right, for the things that you got wrong. And that would help you then do better. Okay, so that's for the practice questions. Let's go back here. And I'm going to get out of student view. Let's talk about the homework questions now. So you can see I try to identify these pretty clearly. Practice versus graded. Let's look at graded now. So graded, each question is worth 1 point. Different chapters will have different numbers of questions based on how complicated they are. Much of the same settings, though, are the same. There's no time limit. You can do it multiple times. It'll keep your highest score. You get unlimited attempts, and it also will not show you the correct answers. So it's the same process. You start the assignment, you do it. it'll tell you what's incorrect. You then change your choice. And so those who invest the most time into this to get perfect scores will get perfect scores. And that's my hope with these homework assignments, that it kind of pushes you to think through these um, and get the right answer. Um, if there are points where you don't understand why the correct answer is the correct answer, that would be when you reach out to me and I help explain it to you. Okay. So I hope that helps understand what the settings are for the practice questions and the homework assignments, and that it helps you do well.